The coffee is black. The robot is very frisky. And I'd like to welcome you to the Sunday, July 6th edition of Modeling Blog Daily, where Bill just kind of rants. And today I'm going to rant with further detail on the American log kit that I built my blockhouse on yesterday. If you watched my Bill's Creations videos yesterday, I built this fabulous, what I call the American log blockhouse. And what really struck me was it brought back so many wonderful memories of my childhood. I grew up in western Pennsylvania in a small town north of Pittsburgh in the Allegheny Mountains. And in the 50s we made a number of trips into Pittsburgh because my grandma used to live there. And we went to the Fort Pitt compound on the point in Pittsburgh. That's where the three rivers, they call it for three river crossing. You had three rivers coming right in together, and the point is right there at the river. It was a strategic fort because it could control the passage of boats on three rivers. Well, at the very, very, very tip of the point, they had what they call a blockhouse, and that's what I built, a blockhouse. Of course, I embellished it considerably, but in my mind's eye, I hadn't seen a picture of it for quite a while. That was a blockhouse, and it was square. It had a firing port, and, well, I added some things on the top. I did some digging today, and I found a picture of the old blockhouse that I was in, and I got to see. It's made out of brick. It is square. They had large bricks on the bottom and smaller bricks on the top, and then firing ports on all four sides at the top, and then they had a roof. And that was the point, the blockhouse. Well, you can see there is no resemblance. Well, yes there is. It's square. It doesn't matter. It's just a lot of fun, but for me, it brought back a lot of memories. And when I opened up this kit, I call it a kit, on yesterday morning, what a wonderful thing. It was actually, it's an old, it looks like it's old and used, but it was brand new. I mean, brand new inside. Now, one thing I'll mention, that in this particular kit, they did not have the siding at the top made out of plywood, which you see in the Lincoln logs and in some of the American log kits. This particular set had a different system, what I call joists at the top, and you can see how I built it up to show you how it was done. Isn't that a marvelous way to build a peak on a roof? Here you have an example. You lay the top joist down, and it has a little groove right there. The second one and the third, they make these in all different sizes. You can see this one right here is a longer joist with a groove. It's hard to see the groove. See the groove? But for my roof, I used the medium-sized joist. Then you put two blocks on top of that, and then another one, and then the one on the very top, it's like this. It just fits on the top. Then when you put the roof together, the roof flanges together. See the flanges? Even on the very, very peak. And what makes it so unique, it looks very realistic. It looks more realistic than that, okay? And it's so classy. I mean, it looks just like a log cabin. And then when you put the roof on, it actually looks like a roof because it's overlapping. It's just like shingles, or wooden shingles, or wooden slats, or whatever you want to call them on the roof would be. The other thing that I did is, you'll see there could have been a window there, but I decided instead of a window like I have here, see, I just built up some of these in crisscross on top of each other. And when you do that, you just put it in there and you put another one in and you stack them. Now when I'm showing you these things, but I had to learn all this yesterday, and it's a learning experience because you have to know how to build American logs. Now look at the one on the top. See how it's thinner and the one at the bottom is thinner? What's that? This is a thin, I'll call it a connector. I don't know what it's really called. And when you put it in, it kind of, it's easier to see this way. So it's flush. That way you can lay a flat beam on top of that. See there? And that's exactly what I did there. I laid a flat beam on top of there. And the same over here. See at the very top I have two. Oh, here we go again. Let's see if he drops dead. Sometimes I'm having so much fun I forget to punch my button. And you can see how the square ones and then the half one at the top, so I could lay the flat beam at the very top. These are kind of like firing portals with ledges, and then I put a regular one in there to kind of give it a window seal kind of thing. So I'm kind of trying to show you the different techniques and building styles that you have. See, there's even a window down there with the logs. Isn't that pretty? I think it's absolutely wonderful, beautiful stuff. If you can get a hold of one of these old sets and give it to your child as a present just to build on, it's kind of like old time. It's simple. The simplicity of life is sometimes a lot more fun than the complex things, guys. And this is simplicity of construction, but it's what I was raised on before we ever had Lego. Lego wasn't even invented. But of course, Lego was invented, and all this went to the side. You can still buy the Lincoln Logs, by the way. Kennex owns a company. Toys R Us sells Lincoln Logs. Go into any Toys R Us store and buy their anniversary set of Lincoln Logs for $49. Bill and Red, having absolutely too much fun with a very sleepy robot, wishing you a wonderful Sunday ahead. See you later, alligator.